Church. I'm Toby, the youth pastor here at Morningside, and I want to share a verse of scripture that has impacted me many times throughout my life. Now, actually, I love this portion of scripture so much that it was the theme of my last youth group back in Ohio. And it's Matthew 5:14. And it says this: "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all in the house. Now, in the same way, let your light shine before others so that they may see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven." I just love that passage of Scripture. So this is a passage of Scripture that hit me during one of those low points in college. Now, I went to Bible college, and believe it or not, Bible and theology departments can be very competitive. You also might not know this, but I went to college a little later than most, and I was also working and interning an hour away from campus. So there was no free time. Now, in this competitive Bible and theology department, I would not say that I was the best at anything. I didn't say I had the best grades. I would not say that I wrote the most profound papers. I would not say I was the most fluent in Greek. Actually, Greek was a nightmare. And at this point, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't think there was a benefit. And I remember one night specifically, I'm sitting on a guardrail in a parking lot by the dining hall on campus, and I'm just telling all of these things to God one night, asking why I was putting myself through all this frustration and that I didn't think I could do it. And once I told God all of that and that I was not happy about this, I got on YouTube and I started to listen to a sermon. And I still remember that message. It was a sermon by Carl Lentz, and it was called "Occupy All Streets." And his main passage of scripture in this message was Matthew 5:14. And he gave the reminder that no matter who you are or what you do, you're called to shine the light of Jesus. He said, and I remember him quoting this, "You're not defined by what you do, but you are defined by who Jesus is to you." So there I am, crying on a guardrail, realizing that this message was exactly what I needed in this low moment. And it's the simple reminder that I was not at college to prop myself up. I was not there to try to outdo anyone else. Now, I was there to do my best because I'm called to reflect the life and teaching of Jesus, but I was just getting prepared for a calling, to shine a light, that people could see Jesus in my classes and in my internship and in my weekend midnight shifts in a gas station. And it was in that moment that my perspective changed about everything. And all of these were opportunities to show others Jesus. I was not defined by what I did, but who Jesus was. And Jesus was my joy in a season when I did not have much joy. Jesus was my strength in a season when I did not get much sleep. Jesus was my provider when I did not have much money. And Jesus reminded me why I was doing all of these things, when I would have just wanted to give up and stop because it would have been so much easier. I love this passage of scripture because it starts out just talking to us. You are the light of the world. It's a punch to the gut that you are the light. Now, we are only a light in the same way the moon is the light, that the moon reflects the sun, and we're called to reflect the light of Jesus to others. And really, this is a verse that doubled down on my calling and let people know about a man named Jesus who is passionately in love with them. And this verse and that message by Carl got me through college. And maybe you may be in the same spot like that too, where really you just want to stop. And I get it. But you're called to be a light in a dark world, that your deeds may glorify the Father in heaven. So we can't stop just because it's not about us. It's about Jesus. So I'm going to leave you how I would leave my youth group every week. We would end the sermon and I'd say, go and shine your light.